Jacob, an end to the season after Maghull with a 3-2 loss. He did make 3-4 games.
Yeah, it was. I think Roy just described it to the lads. It was a game that summed up our season. Really, we made a horrible mistake for the second goal. You know, we had a good start. We gave away a cheap penalty, which was a handball, a bit unlucky really. But then we gave away a cheap second goal for them. You know, after really dominating the first 25 minutes. And then, you know, we couldn't take away our chances. There's a penalty at the end that we probably could have got on another day. But yeah, we didn't create enough chances. The lads certainly tried the hardest. But, you know, I think we know now in the last game of the season, we already knew by now that even when we're at our best, and we're trying our best, we're probably not quite there. And I'm not going to, you know, say they didn't try at all. They tried the best. It wasn't enough. A bit unlucky on the day. And yeah, I don't think we need to overanalyse that one.
No, definitely not. But of course, going into next season, as we think forward, we're gonna get rid of players, and we're going to add on players.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. We'll get rid of players. Yeah, we'll definitely be moving some players on. We'll definitely be signing some players, but I think for us it's a bit of. I think firstly we've got to reflect on the season, and you know, before we make a move on players, we've got to actually have a plan behind it, and you know, maybe we can reflect on this season and learn from the mistakes we made probably at the start of the season. You know, the reality is that when the start of the season comes, you've got a third of your games by the end of September, so you need to start well. And obviously we started really poorly. The season was gone after September. So yeah, I think reflect on the season, identify what we want to be next season, and then probably recruit for that and maybe move players on as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. But the thing is, us as a club this season cannot just think about players. We also have to think about the staff as well. In my opinion, one of the most underrated positions in all of football is in the UK. It isn't the manager, it's the physio. And unfortunately, how do you think about Finn?
Yep.
Finn is
Yeah, Finn. I wanted Finn to come and do an interview himself, but I think he's a bit shy. But yeah, Finn. So Finn is a student. Well, he was a student graduate when we recruited him. A really knowledgeable physio. Really good character, really good person. He's grown into the dressing room. He's grown into the role, and you know, it was his first semi-pro role, and he's you know, really good for him. He's got a role at Professional Clubs Academy, and yeah, it's really good news for him. We always knew he was probably going to get a move fairly quickly. Really good at his job, really knowledgeable, really good guy. I don't see why any club wouldn't want him. So yeah, you know, for me and all the lads and all the backroom staff and all the players, we wish Finn all the best. He's going to go and smash it at Blackpool. We know he will. So yeah, hopefully he stays in touch as well.
Yeah, definitely. And in his off time as well. Maybe come back down to us.
Yeah, he will. You know, he lives in Burnley, so we play quite a few games around there, don't we? So yeah, it'd be good to see him down at a game again. And yeah, as I say, we wish him all the best. He's been really, really good for us and really important for us this season. And you know, now it's about trying to replace him. So you know, but that's the nature of non-league. You're always replacing, and people are always moving. So planning's already started for next season, and yeah, that includes the new physio for us.
Yeah, no, definitely. But the thing is, one last thing. What was your favourite memory, even inside or outside of football?
Put me on the spot there. I think just overall, Finn coming in has been a breath of fresh air. I think the thing is, you know, we recruited a physio by basically reaching people who've graduated from uni doing physio courses, and when you do it like that, it's a bit of luck of the draw. You don't really know who you're going to get, and luckily we landed on a really good one in Finn. And So yeah, I'd probably just say that. So probably the surprise of how well he fitted in. To say we just found him, you know, basically on LinkedIn. I think I found him, to be honest. But yeah, he fitted in really well. He suits the football environment, and yeah, he'll do a really good job at Blackpool.
Yeah, no, so going. I'm talking to the now. Of course, it's not really been the best season. I would say to us, but can we have a reflective of this entire season?
Yeah, I think the truth is it was a terrible season on the pitch. You know, I'm talking on the pitch. I think there's a bigger picture at football clubs. There's a bigger picture at non-league football clubs. There always is, but talking on the pitch and results, it's been terrible. You know, we changed the squad around. We brought in different players. You know, obviously I came in. We've not hit any targets we probably set. You know, I think the good thing is now it's time to reflect, and we do have time to reflect, and we do have time to plan. And you know, like I say, we've learnt a lot. I've learnt a lot. I think the thing is we just need to prepare better. We need to plan better. We probably need to stick to our guns a little bit more. There was quite a lot of chopping and changing. But one thing I will say is I think the dressing room culture we've had. I've been in some amazing dressing rooms in football, some amazing ones, and this one has been good. You know, the lads are quite close knit. They've got a good social environment between them. So you know, even though it has been a terrible season, and I am someone who, you know, really cares about winning and winning trophies and winning football matches. You know, as long as you can do it in a really good and fun environment, I think that's really important, and it makes it doable. You know, next season hopefully we can combine that good dressing room environment with good results on the pitch. You know, that's the plan next season.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Luke.